Hey, it's Heather K, and guess what? Today is day 56. Can you imagine? I can't believe it that I'm doing 100 videos, and actually 300 videos if you count the journey, the path for the success, and the declutter and find and treasure segments off the show. So today's path for success is that I've enjoyed my weekend. Sometimes there's things beyond your control. Did I try to minimize my losses? No. I'm so weak. You can't take me to a restaurant. So I've been studying what's it like to succeed. Today I worked myself to exhaustion. I'm trying hard every day to get done my chores. Dishes, laundry, sweeping, folding, organizing. In addition to my decluttering. And I am tired. It took me 4 hours. We didn't do anything on the bathroom. I bought myself some bath bombs. And didn't even get in the tub because the bathroom's not finished. I still have no sink. And I'm getting a new bed. It was actually a used bed, but it's going to be a new bed in my room. And so I had to clean up my room and then put up the bed and bring in a new bed, which is not even put together, but it's going to be put together before I get to it. And I think it was 2 hours straight of breaking down boxes, which only represented half. That was the upstairs in the kitchen. That was not in the downstairs. And the kitchen had to be done because the cupboards are being built and going into there. So, like I said, I lived in a construction zone for 4 years. And it's really tiring when you work all week. Well, I work for myself, I suppose. And then you go home to more work. And I do it because I'm trying to get my steps. And yay me, I made it 10,000. It just went off before I got on here. And I thought I was getting a message like, oh, wow, 10,000. So I'm pretty happy with that. I have not reached 10,000 steps in a while. So there are a few things that I am doing differently that... I am so tired. Sorry to be sighing all over you. I am doing things differently to transform my life. And one of the things I'm doing is trying to go to bed early. I'm getting a good night's sleep, even though I'm drinking water. I'm trying so hard not to drink so much water late at night because then it keeps me up all night using the washroom. I don't have any evening snacks, but if I'm hungry, when the water doesn't cut it, learning what the hunger is. However, at nighttime, if I knew I had a good day and I just don't want to give in to that hunger, I say, go ahead, eat at my fat. Go ahead, body, turn on yourself. And so I have that. And I take great pride because while I'm on this 100-day journey, I do not want to be eating at night because that is my Achilles heel. That's how I gain weight. I love eating at night. I have perfect days where I have movement, where I have all the food groups, where I have all the meals, and then blow it in an evening thing. So I know where I'm at. And then all I'm hearing is that it's just a bad habit. And so far, this last week, we're starting a new week, has been the first week where I haven't had what I call my nighttime episodes. And that's where your mind, I suppose, calls out, give me food, give me quick sugar, right? Quick. It's almost like you're an addict to food, where your body does not want to take the sugar from the storage shelves. It wants you to eat something fast, chocolate bar. Wants you to have something that, like pop, which I don't drink. But it's trying to get you to give it a quick fix so that it doesn't have to work to get the nutrients out of your body. You know, it's a mind game. And then the body complains about it. It complains about it for days. And that's what I call my nighttime episodes. And so you have to say no. And there's another big lesson I learned in my life is when your body is craving and trying to make you lose your cool. And you're just having really an emotional episode, which you can get to the other side of. If this is the emotional episode, you need to know that over here is the other side of the episode. and you can get beyond that. And when you get over here, you're going to find it so rewarding, like, wow, I got through that. And when you're over here, you really don't feel like you're ever going to get through it. And only people who suffer and who are food addicts and who have sugar rushes know what I mean, where your body's calling it out. I know you know what I mean. So know that's an emotional episode, and know that when you make it over here, it's going to be the most enjoyable experience to know you got on the other side of this emotional episode. And that might not make sense to you right now. You might have to think about me saying that, because it took me a good probably 25 years to say no to the cravings and giving into it, and to get into the other side. And when I first realized I could do that and got over here to this side, was the most enjoyable day I ever had. And that's where, like, when you look at me today, I look at myself as being fat. And you might say, oh, no, you're not. I say, yes, I am. I still got like 30 pounds to lose. But think about this. 30 pounds from 100. Letting it sink in. I've had a big journey. And you're only seeing me at the end of my journey, where I think I might know a thing or two that I fought to get here. It's a continuous fight. Let's say, and I hate to use this as an example, but it's true. Anybody who has alcohol, who can't handle alcohol, needs to refrain from alcohol, they abstain from it. You can't abstain from food. What we have, for anybody who loves to eat, you have to live with that, and you have to continue eating. You can't abstain from it. It's the only addiction I know where you got to give in. So what you have to do is have to learn, and you have to fight, and you have to get through it, and it doesn't feel like you can. So some of the ways through it is to stay active. I don't care if you're dancing in your living room. You know, I like to walk. But today, I'm tired. If I reached 10,000, and how I reached 10,000 was breaking down boxes, was taking out, I think I took out 11 bags of boxes. And I cleaned my room to get ready for the rest of the renovations. I have a temporary wall, which is coming down, which I'm going to get a door to my new bathroom, and I'm going to get a wall so that my room is going to be bigger. And it's only a half gyprocked. I think there's like a quarter of it still that needs insulation and gyprock. And I didn't want to show it on camera, and I was going to, and but it'll be there next weekend, I promise you. Which I'm not going to be there next weekend. Weekend after that. It's still going to be there. I was going to turn on the camera, but then my ride came. I actually got a ride home this weekend because I left my car to my son. So the thing I'm trying to do, and it's really hard for me to do, is rarely eat out. So the problem is, living in a construction zone, is I have no kitchen. I have a camp kitchen. And that camp kitchen isn't cutting it for me. Cooking on hot plates, cooking in microwaves. And one of the things I promised I would do is do Gordon Ramsay's 100 recipes to stake your life on. There is good food, but you've got to learn. And if you don't know how to learn, you're going to have to take classes. And you know what? I think if I get enough subscribers, like 1,000, I will start cooking for you. If I have enough views and I'm going to get paid for it by doing this, and this becomes my job, I think there's so much more for me to talk about, more than these 100 days. Like, I'm struggling, and you know you want somebody to lead you who has struggled. Not somebody who's all buffed and they're already there and they got abs. You're seeing me with fat here. Like, you haven't seen me lose 70 pounds, but you know I struggle. I'm on the tail end, and which is the hardest thing, you know, how to drink meals from scratch, how to enjoy life without no alcohol, making sure you have a bedtime routine, eat well-balanced food. What if you don't like it? Chances are sometimes, like for me, I've never liked beets. And beets is one of those foods that you can eat lots of and not get fat on it. And I think sometimes it boils down to, I don't like canned beets. Let's be more direct. And what kind of beets don't you like? And I had a friend give me beets this summer, and Oh my God, I can't wait to raid her garden this year. And then I had another person give me preserved beets. And every time I go to their house, they eat so much beets that it's like a staple, like ketchup on their table. And when she brings out her canned beets, it is delicious. Who knew? Who knew I like beets? Not me. Because anytime I ever had beets, it was canned and I hated it. So, like I said, give food another chance. Please, because there was so much in my life that I didn't like that once it was cooked right, it was delicious. It's fresh, it'll have flavor. If it's not fresh, it loses its flavor. Today's day 56. That's your path to success. I probably could talk an hour on that alone. So anyways, I'm hoping that the secrets of being slim and the low BMI become what we want. It's going to be what I want. It's going to be what you want. So, my hair is sticking up. Press like, subscribe, notifications. Talk to me. Write something. Ask me a question. I literally am obsessed with this. I'm so obsessed that I study non-stop. I study different cultures. I study different recipes. I study different nationalities. I study people who succeeded in losing weight for 10 years. I talk to everybody. Anybody knows me knows I'm a talker. And they know I want to hear how they're doing. I'm genuine. How are you doing? How are your struggles? Get back on track. I want to motivate them. Because your motivation is my motivation. And I want you to know that it's a tough world out here. That's all I'm going to say about that. See you tomorrow.